Hey everybody, welcome back to another 10-minute Marvel video. I'm Petter, and today we have another comic roundup. I didn't necessarily think we were going to have another, but apparently there were a few last pre-orders that came in from Things from Another World, including this Storm variant cover. That one pops. That one's awesome. We have here Gambit, and yes, that is a cut mark on there. That is a combination of their and my bad. They put that face up on a seam that they then taped. So to get in, I had to cut, and unfortunately it cut into that. That pisses me off because it's Gambit too. I might have to track down another one of those. We have Ghost Spider in space. That's a pretty cool cover there. I'm seeing these for the first time as well, by the way. Another Storm cover. Oh, yeah. These are some just phenomenal Storm covers. I like her hair becomes a cloud in this one. That is very cool. Then, like I said, ooh, is that two? That is two. We have, this is like classic 1940s like space comic pulp cover. Awesome cover. I love that. That is super cool. Psylocke. That is a neat cover as well. I like the kind of different aesthetic, not her normal outfit that they gave her. Makes it almost like a cyberpunk sort of feel to it. We have Laura Kinney Wolverine. Classic kind of Wolverine claws out pose there. Laura Kinney Wolverine again. Interesting. Something dead in the background. Bucky, Winter Soldier driving car there. We have the Amazing Spider-Man #1 Black Cat variant cover. Someone who owns 3 cats. I approve of that. I also appreciate really this cat here with its crown, a bracelet crown on its head. We have Virgin cover here, Amazing Spider-Man. I believe, can't really tell, but let's see if I can get an angle that shows it. You can tell a little bit that the web is kind of chromatic and reflective. So that one's real nice. Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, #7. That is a weird cover. Not gonna lie, that 8-ball. Yeah, that's just a weird cover. I like it when they go kind of crazy with some of these covers, but that one's weird. Psylocke. Ooh. That is a interesting cover. I like it though. Her having taken out someone, kind of just like that pose is just the I'm in charge sort of pose. Then we have Ultimate X-Men. This is the regular cover, correct? Yep, Peach Momoko regular cover. So, digging that artwork as well. I need to read this run of Ultimate X-Men. Then we have Ultimate X-Men 14, different cover. Creepy. Like, eyeballs are creepy. And there are a lot of eyeballs on this one. And just like the character in the middle, I'm trying to see if I can tell who the artist was on this one. Don't know. But the character in the middle kind of wiping away a tear. Phenomenal. And the final one here is X-Men #14. Cassandra Nova type character. I'm sure that's her based off of the Deadpool and Wolverine. Well, let's talk about the favorites in here. I'm going to come up with my 5 favorite covers. And let's see what they are. There's a lot of good covers in this one. Because I'm over 5 now, and I still haven't come to the Gambit Capcom one. Well, as much as I love that one, 6 favorite covers. 6 favorite covers. The Gambit actually doesn't make the list of favorite covers this time. Not because I accidentally sliced into it, but just because, I mean, I'll show it again here. It's just, like, it's pretty standard. So the first one actually is the first one I showed off. This Storm cover is just cool. Storm looks awesome in it, and just like it feels like it shows off the power of Storm really well. Then the Spider-Gwen one with that throwback look and feel to it, just the detail, and I mean, it really does have that pulpy feel to it that I enjoy. Then we have this Psylocke cover, the one that I said is a little bit like cyberpunk maybe. It just looks sharp, and it tells you a lot just from kind of how you feel about that setting that she is in. I feel like then we do have the Amazing Spider-Man Black Cat cover. Just all the different cats there, and her basking with her ill-gotten treasure is great. I did go with the other Psylocke cover as well, because again, it just kind of tells so much of a story with that cover that I think works well. And the final one, and this one I'm going to hold up a little bit closer just to show off the detail. Just like that top bit right there is so good, and it's what a good kind of creepy, wild cover should be. And the fact that it's like an X-Men comic, I really like the fact that, or I really like that Peach Momoko is doing this run of the X-Men, because we're getting kind of this different, twisted version of the X-Men just from what I've seen on the covers. And it's like, it's not the traditional X-Men team, but the X-Men have that ability to be a little bit weirder than most other comics. Now, all comics can be a little bit weird. They're superheroes. You can have wild villains show up. But there's something about the X-Men that I think lends itself to creepier villains and more just wild powers that can be put together. And I think, yeah, I'm going to show this cover, keep on showing this cover right now. I think this cover really evokes that, more so than like the Peach Momoko artwork one herself. This one is just trippy and asks the question of what's happening in this book. But with that, we have another comics roundup completed. Thank you for watching. I hope that you're enjoying this content. If you are, please give the video a thumbs up and drop a comment down in the comment section below to let me know what your favorite cover was from all these comics. You can also check out the other videos here on the channel. I've done a couple recently as to what kind of I'm predicting for Thunderbolts Asterix coming up here. And the most recent episode of the 10-Minute Marvel podcast actually touches on the Thunderbolts as well. So check that out. You can find the podcast here on YouTube. Click onto the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate everybody who has subscribed and who is checking out these videos. Click that notification bell to know when a new video comes out as well. Then to get to the podcast, click on the podcast tab and check out the backlog of those. Or you can search for 10-Minute Marvel wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcast from. But with that, we'll see you next time.